High school this year is going to look different too. We've already seen it. No mass assemblies, graduations taking the virtual route this year, prom put on hold basically all across the nation. For students just starting high school, their experience is going to be a lot different too, those first-time freshmen, so to speak.
Oh, can you imagine? 41 Action News anchor Ray Daniel talks with district leaders about how students can successfully engage when distance learning starts.
Instead of navigating the hallways in classrooms, students are now navigating high school from home.
The pandemic has really shifted us to becoming, teachers of distance learning.
For school districts across the country, plans for the upcoming school year have been written and erased time and time again because of the pandemic. But now educators have a plan penciled in. Kansas City Public Schools, for example, will start the school year 100% online.
So we really feared it, I think, more in the spring. I think school districts are much more ready now because we've had a lot of time. We've done it.
And for students who may be going into high school for the first time, may be feeling the pressure.
They don't know the teachers. They know some of the students, not all of them. So the key will be in the beginning is really building relationships.
Dr. Michelle Fitzgerald with KCPS says this is one of the most important steps when classes start this fall.
I encourage every student to really get to know the other kids in their class as well as they can in the distance learning environment.
Here are other ways to try and ease this stress. Communicate daily and understand what the expectations are.
How will I turn in assignments? I encourage students right now to reacclimate themselves with the technology. We have not changed the technology.
If you notice your grades may be slipping, reach out for help sooner rather than later.
We have interventionists that can pull kids into a small group. We have special education, ELL support, lots of supports of the ways that our teachers will be monitoring our students' data and making sure that they're pulling those students who need that additional support.
Now, she also recommended celebrating accomplishments, no matter how big or small. While it's important students are digesting the information and be challenged, it's also important to feel successful in that process as well.
So, Ray, in a normal year, let's call it, families would start planning a set schedule for students weeks before school starts when they kind of have a layout of what the day is going to look like. Should that still be implemented if you've got virtual learning?
Yeah, Taylor, it is recommended students start having a set schedule now of what their day will look like and what times you'll need to wake up and go to bed, because the more you have a routine, they say the easier it is to transition into the learning environment, even if it is distance learning. Taylor, Lindsay?
A lot of adults feeling that too.
I was about to say there still has to be quote unquote work and school time when you're sitting at home in sweatpants for adults and students.